The Brisbane Valley Rail Trail is now the longest rail trail in Australia. It follows the disused Brisbane Valley Rail Line that commenced construction at Walkaruka near Ipswich in 1884 and was completed at Yarraman in 1913. Ever since I rode a small section of the trail last year, I was constantly eager to get out there and ride the entire length of the trail. This is why I decided to cycle the Brisbane Valley Rail Trail from Yarraman to Walkaruka. So the journey begins in the small town of Yarraman in Queensland, Australia, at the Brisbane Valley Rail Trail trailhead. So I'm here at the start of the Brisbane Valley Rail Trail in Yarraman. So it's a small town, Queensland, Australia. But more importantly, it's a trailhead for the Brisbane Valley Rail Trail. And over the course of the next 2 or 3 days, depending how long I want to take, I'll be going all the way down to Walkaruka in Ipswich. It's about 161 kilometres or something like that, so not too far, but it should be a nice ride, so pretty keen to get into it. I've got my bike here. Got everything I need, all my food, camping gear, even a DIY handlebar bag, but it should hold up, so let's get into it. And here it was, the starting point, a place to gather to anticipate the adventure, the journey awaiting. Here is my first gate, and I don't even need to open it, look at that. Before I knew it, I'd come to my first township of Blackbutt. Had a lot of ground to cover in the day, so it was time to move on. Before I knew it, I found myself in Benarkin, where I stopped to have an early lunch. It's currently 11:30. I left Yarraman at about 9:30, so I'm just eating some lunch. Pretty hungry, so I got some tuna pasta here. So far I'm feeling good. It's good riding, the bike's holding up. Right, leaving Benarkin, en route to Linville. Check it out. Completely downhill. Don't even need a pedal. The second one of these big ditches I've had today. Made the first one, this one's remarkably bigger. Might walk this one just because the extra weight on my bike makes it quite heavy. And this becomes a lot challenging. If I was on my mountain bike, I'd do this no worries. Hear the bellbirds. There was actually a tent school here in 1910 for the railway workers' children. So since Banaka, I've been slowly descending this ridgeline way back up there, and it actually offers some beautiful views, such as this valley here. Here we come. So I made it to Linville. I'm just staring out here. The old train, station master's house. So a lot of cool original stuff here. Last time I was here, you could actually go inside the train, but it seems to be blocked off at the moment. I'm not sure why, but that's a shame. Anyway, it's really nice camping here, but it's only 1:13, so there's no point staying up now. I'm gonna keep going and probably get to Harlan tonight. Maybe even to Goolwa, that would be a bit of a stretch though. So that right there is actually a very early part of the Brisbane River. So that'll go all the way into Brisbane City and make that chocolate milk looking river we all know and love. Bridge. I think this is the first bridge I've come across all day that's actually intact and I can ride across. So I've made it to Harlan station in Harlan. Yep, so I'm going to push on to Goolwa, hopefully get there in the next hour and a half, set up camp, call it a day. Right. Big day riding. Made it to Goolwa. Oh, bloody hell. I'm buggered. I think I can camp over there. Find a spot to camp. get set up for the night. Alright, so it's the next morning. I'm still in Goolwa, all packed and ready to go on the bike. Took me a little while to do it, but it's okay. I just camped over there with the grey nomads. And yeah, this is where I pulled in yesterday. And that's the en route there. It's currently 7:30, so a bit of an earlier start today. So I think I'm going to push all the way to Ipswich today, Walkuraka, or however you pronounce it. And yeah, it's about 9 more Ks than I did yesterday, but I got another hour and a half or whatever of riding, so I reckon I'll make it. So it's currently 9 o'clock and I've made it into Esk. It's the old Esk dairy, but gotta keep pushing. There's no time to lose. So I've gone through Esk, back on the gravel grind, and through to Kumanya, I think that's what it is. So it's just about 11 o'clock and I've made it to Kumanya. So it's been about 43 Ks since I left this morning, just having some tuna and beans. I should easily be able to make it to Walkuraka today. I'm already halfway there. Alright, so I'm moving on out of Kumanya, rocking the up and go. Love me some good up and go. made it to Lowood. I have an 8 kilometre stretch until Fernvale, and then the final 23 kilometre stretch to Goolwa. So I'm nearly there now. Got 31 kilometres left. Alright, so it's about 12:50, nearly 1 o'clock, and I'm passing through Fernvale and now onto the final stretch to Ipswich. I think it's 23 k's or something. It's a fairly long stretch, but it's the last one. These safety markers are conveniently placed on every kilometre along the trail, just there to remind you how much further you have to ride until you reach your final destination. Concrete. Well, I made it to Ipswich, Goolwa to be exact, and the end of the rail trail. So 161 k's from Yarraman yesterday, and I don't know, I might have missed the trailhead or something, but it's not much of an ending. It just, signs just took me to the station here, and I just went for my pickup. But overall, it was a pretty good trail, to be honest. Averaged about 80 kilometres a day and got it done pretty quickly. So it's not a bad trail.